with my wife. This cost me like $6. You know how much I spent? $150 yesterday. This was $6. This is all I bought. You understand? Without saying, my wife spent $144 on herself. And then she bought some stuff at the gym too. Forgot about that. But what I did is I laid my desires. My desire was get this stuff, get home. I laid my life down yesterday for my wife. And I said, I will endure this shopping trip. By the time we were done, I hadn't ate. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I hadn't ate yet the whole day. Had a protein shake, and that was it, because I'm only allowed to have locusts and honey and protein shakes. $144. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's not physical death. Yesterday, I was dying emotionally. I was dying from shopping. If I'd have had a gun yesterday, I probably went, got it over with. You understand? The men are tracking. The women, I'm sorry. You shop a lot, and it's boring to guys, but we do it because we love you. You understand? Sometimes we're called to be barbarians for Jesus Christ, to pick up our cross, for men to be men, and say, you know what? Baby, whatever you want. Jesus, whatever you want. Boss, whatever you want. I lay my life down before you. Do as you will. Jesus said, follow me. Back in the day of Jesus, you have to understand, it was very, very risky to accept him as your Lord and Savior. It went against these religious people. It went against Roman law. It went against everything. They were willing, when you said, I accept Jesus Christ, right then you became willing to die for Jesus Christ because you accepted him. So all you had to be was a follower of Jesus, and you were risking your life. God created us so that our life would count. True religion always moves us to serve others and to give our lives to see those who are oppressed come to know freedom. I'm going to say that again. True religion, you may want to write this down. True religion always moves us to serve others and to give our lives to see those who are oppressed come to know freedom. There's a word in the English language I've come to resent. And I want to see that change, especially in this room. And that's the word Christian or Christianity. Because Christianity isn't what it was designed to be. We're not Christ-like because we're not willing to give up our lives in service to him, in service to others. Andy, I would truly die for you. If I needed to give up my life, that you would be saved or that chains would be broken in your life, I would give up my life for you. Same with you. Same throughout this room. We need to become where we're willing to die to see others come to know our same Lord and Savior. To come to see those chains broken in people's lives. These two are stepping out there. When we started this church, we stepped out there and said, you know what? It may rise, it may fall, it may, but you've asked us to do it. Have your way. Help us never to lose our focus. Our focus is on him, Jesus Christ. And he told me, never take my glory. It's not your glory. You do this because you're my servant. You're my son. Your job is to bring me glory. I'm not anti-Christian. I'm not anti the word Christianity. But I want us to be real Christians. Real Christ followers. I want to follow Jesus Christ. He had 12 men, 12 disciples that followed him. And they knew what it was. They were basically following him to death. I want to be uncivilized. I think we do a great job here of being uncivilized. I never, ever want to lose that focus. I want us to be a barbaric church where we don't become all fancy, schmancy, prim and proper, where if somebody comes in off the street, they're not welcome. I did a skit one time where I wore a real nasty jacket. I went out and I got some dog poop and I rubbed it all over me. I stunk to high heaven. I was trying to stink. I wanted to see what people's reactions would be if I came and sat by them in church. People stink. I would rather be sitting next to somebody who smelled physically than somebody who smells in there. And during that church service, it was a skit. The tithe basket, we don't pass around the tithe basket here, but they passed around one during this skit, and I set it on the floor and I stood in it. I was my offering. I offered myself, stinky dog smelling self, to the Lord. It was a skit. Can somebody with a drug problem come sit in here? Heck yeah, we talk about it all the time. I'll probably talk about it too much. I probably overdo it in that area. Can somebody come in here who's an adulterer or adulteress? Yes, you're welcome here. Can a liar come in here and sit? Yes. Can a gay guy come sit in here? Yes. Can a lesbian come sit in here? Yes, you're welcome here. Can anybody else come sit in here? Can that dirty, rotten politician come sit in here? Yes. Can you come in here after spending the night at the bars? Yes. My daughters do it all the time. Just kidding. Sorry. I have smelled it on them here and there. Yes. We want to be that kind of barbaric church where anyone's welcome in here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race, religion. Trust me, we've had people, you may not know it, but I've known it. We've had New Agers sit in here. We've had Mormons sit in here. It's okay. It's okay. We want to be a barbaric church. We want to be a church where nobody else is doing it. I got to tell you a mushroom story, and then I'm done. I'm going to tell you about mushrooms this morning. Have you ever wondered, I wonder stuff like this, but it was in this book. You ever wondered who was the first dude to pick up a mushroom in the woods and eat it? I wonder how many guys died finding out which ones were good and which ones were bad. Right? I mean, who would think? Okay, what about oysters? I love oysters. But who was the dude that pried open a shell and ate it? Or snails? Snails, dude. I'm like, I don't think I can do the snail thing. I love oysters, though. I have. Have you?
Snail, yeah.
Yeah. I can't afford them. It's called escargot.
They have a best butter sauce that you dip them in. You don't taste the snail.
Yeah.
Just taste it.
How do you think this stuff happened? Or, yeah, it's kind of like that. That was in the Bible, though. Those guys know. I know I can eat locusts. It's in the Bible.